Hunters. The February event lineup for Monster Hunter now has just dropped, and it's shocking. I mean, it's gonna be a blast. Full disclosure, this is the third time I'm trying to shoot this. The first one was fully shot, but I shot it last week, and there's been a bunch of news since then, so I had to just scrap that one. And then yesterday I tried to shoot it, but then my daughter got aggressively sick and started throwing up everywhere, so I just had to cut that and go help. And today, I haven't even had my coffee yet. I'm having it right now. And heck it, we're doing this live. So buckle up, because I'm gonna try and talk fast. We just had the drift smelting bonanza, and that was super fun. It was actually 2 skills that I actually cared about, but I wanted Dauntless really, really bad, and I used my first ever like drift gem and got Headstrong, which is fine. It's not like a bad skill or anything, but even with Hammer, I feel like I have to wait like a whole fortnight before I can even like swing for the skill to actually proc. So maybe for like greatsword users or heavy bow guns, this is probably a really sick skill. But for me, unless I'm playing one of those, I'm not super hyped about this. I still have some of these drift stones left, so maybe I'll get lucky and make a Skyward Striker Spartan build where I only dodge forward and just drill into the monster space. That would be satisfying. We don't go backwards. Next up, we were having fire quests. The day I'm shooting this is the last day of it, and I'm probably not gonna be able to finish it, but hopefully you did, because in the rewards, you can get a silver Rathalos plate, so that is really dope, not to mention all the other rewards, and it's just cool seeing like a fire-based event, but I couldn't really play it that much this time, so that's kind of disappointing. But we also have another event going on in a different game that is linked with this game, Monster Hunter Puzzles. Monster Hunter Puzzles is a puzzle game that is kind of like Candy Crush or like Simon's Cat or something, but heavily themed like Monster Hunter. It's got all the UI sounds and music and all that stuff. You are playing as a feline that is helping out other felines to rebuild their village and their cafe and stuff. You go on different quests for them, and the way you complete those quests is by rescuing different things like Poogies or excavating things using the puzzle mechanic. You match up a bunch of different items and then get boomerangs and hunting horns and lots of explosions. So it's pretty satisfying, and I genuinely like to play it. I just don't spend any money on it. But if you complete 15 quests in that game, basically any kind of quest in that game, then during this event period, you can get a guild card background in Monster Hunter now. But it does say that it is a very limited time quantity. So I guess they're only handing out a certain amount of them, even though it's a digital product. So if that's a priority to you, go download Monster Hunter Puzzles and grab that guild card background. But the Puzzles event ends on February 17th, so as long as you do it before then, you're all good. Next up, we've got what the fire quests were preparing us for. Hunters. As a part of the second update for Season 4, Roars from the Winter Wind, Kirin will appear in Elder Dragon Interceptions from
Saturday,
February 1st, 2025. You can also look forward to the Kirin set of armor with new skills and additional thunder element weapons. And to celebrate the arrival of Kirin, we're hosting a paid online event. Great! Full disclosure, Niantic is giving me a ticket for this, so I will be playing it. It's $8.99 if you want to purchase it. In the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot of money, but in this economy, it kind of is, especially to play for entertainment for a mobile game. And a lot of players have been saying they're kind of like financially burnt out on spending money on this game, so I totally understand if you're gonna skip this, but if you do, make sure you subscribe so you can see me playing it. Because I'm actually super hyped for this. I love Kirin, and I definitely was gonna buy it if they didn't send me a ticket. But this time, as soon as you buy it, you actually get these pieces of layered equipment, which, you know, they're not the best looking in my opinion, but everyone has different opinions, so maybe you love this. But it is cool to see that you get some layered equipment with your ticket purchase, like, immediately. As for what to expect, on Saturday, February 1st, 2025 at 9 a.m. your local time, Kirin will appear for all hunters at Elder Dragon interception points that enter the preliminary state after the above time. It will also appear at 8-star Elder Dragon interception points, but only to hunters that have a hunter rank of 100 or higher. This is to make sure that newer players don't jump into the super high level EDIs and then can't do any damage or just die, and then you're basically down a player and you don't have enough DPS, so all the other players are just frustrated. I think this is a great thing all around. It's great for veteran players that have been playing from the beginning, and it's great for newer players because then there's something to strive for, and also you're not just going to be frustrated by getting wiped all over the arena by Kirin. But what is a Kirin? This says, although classified as an elder dragon, it is a monster so exceedingly rare that almost nothing is known about it, lending it an almost mythical quality. It is said to be able to manipulate electricity, coating its entire body in lightning. Kirin actually debuted in the first ever Monster Hunter game. I never actually got to that point in Monster Hunter 1. I think I stopped at Monoblos, so I never took out Monster Hunter 1 Fatalis. I did in the next like 3 or 4 games that came out, but not in Monster Hunter 1. But my friend Skoyskull actually took on Fatalis and Kirin. If you want to check out the video in the description, he went through all of Monster Hunter 1 and has a whole video on it. So if you want to see Monster Hunter 1 Kirin, check that out. Done. But Kirin is basically a Kelbydrome. That's what I used to say, and actually Arsanto in my Discord just posted that. And I was like, yo, that's funny that other people said that, because back in the day in like Monster Hunter Freedom, we used to be like, oh, it's a Kelbydrome. But essentially it's an elder dragon that hops around the field and just calls down lightning from the sky and launches it all over the place. Like usually there are pretty predictable patterns where it'll show the light on the ground before you actually see the strike come down, so you have a moment to dodge, but sometimes it's really fast, so I don't know if this will be a potion eater or not. It's also usually pretty hecking hard, so your weapons will bounce off of it, except for like the face. So hopefully it's not that, otherwise this is gonna be a frustrating monster. Either way, we're probably gonna be chasing this a lot. Kirin is actually really cool to me because I used to work in an Asian fusion restaurant, and it was the first time that I realized that these monsters were actually based off of real life monsters sometimes, or real life. But at the time I was like obsessively playing like Monster Hunter Freedom or Monster Hunter Portable 2, one of those two, and my boss was like directly from Hong Kong. So he used to tell me I was cleaning everything wrong, and I learned how to clean through that. And I also was like cooking, and that's how I learned to make a lot of Asian dishes. It was really sick. But they had a beer there that was like Kirin beer, and it had like a Kirin on it. And I was like, what? Is this like related to Monster Hunter? And he was like, no, idiot. And so he explained to me that it was a mythological creature in China, but also apparently Japan, Vietnam, and Korea, and other Asian countries. It's pretty sick. According to Wikipedia, the Kirin, or Qilin in Chinese, is a legendary hooved chimerical creature that appears in Chinese mythology. It is said to appear with the imminent arrival or death of a sage or illustrious ruler. Kirin are a specific type of Lin or Rin mythological family of one-horned beasts. The Kirin also appears in mythology of other Chinese-influenced cultures. This is an ancient sculpture of a Kirin with one horn, but it can also have 2 horns. And apparently it started getting equated with giraffes because back in the 15th century, a Chinese vessel traded with a Somali vessel, and they had giraffes and they bought them, brought them back to the emperor, and the emperor was like, hey yo, that's a Kirin. So from then on, they were associated. I've heard it's because of the way they walk, and it kind of like looks like it's gliding across the landscape if you can't see its feet, because it's like covered by bushes and trees and stuff. But that got disseminated into other cultures, and in Japanese mythology, it tends to be linked with the thunder element, and it's kind of like a dragon-like deer, usually with one horn and pretty unicorn-like. Mythology is just really cool to me, and I love seeing how things are like passed down and stuff, you know? Or it could all be real, and you can go to Japanese or Chinese woods and get shocked by a thunder deer. I don't know, man. All I knows is I'm ready to burn it, which is why we just had the fire element quests. I thought that it would also be weak to dragon, but even in the mainline games, it's usually only weak to fire and water, mainly fire. So unlike other elder dragons, we probably won't be able to use dragon element on this at all, unless you just don't want to do damage. For the weapons and armor, we get sword and shield, dual blades, greatsword, lance, switch axe, light bowgun, heavy bowgun, and for the armor, we get the Kirin set. And a new skill has been added that increases the attack power of thunder element attacks and also makes it easier to dispel paralysis. So that's really cool. This is what the armor looks like in the mainline games. I wonder how they're gonna alter it for Monster Hunter now. Or are they gonna keep it the same? I'm excited to get some Kirin dual blades, but I don't know if I'll be trading them out for Xin unless they're extremely good, because I haven't even traded out my Xin dual blades for Rajang yet because I already have them so high that I'm like, why do I want to invest more for a nominal increase? It'll have to be like a huge increase for it to be worth it, and or maybe the Kirin skill will make it extra worth it because maybe there'll be 2 points of that thunder element attack up skill on the blades themselves, which will just make them worth it. Plus it's an Elder Dragon weapon, so it'll probably be pretty high up. The event starts February 1st, 2025 at 9 a.m. your local time, until Sunday, February 2nd, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. local time. If you buy the ticket, you obtain the Winter Hunt 2025 outfit at the time of purchase, like I said before, and only Kirin will appear in Elder Dragon Interceptions. So Kushala Daora, Teostra, and Nergigante will not appear for ticket holders during the event period. They will return after the event ends. Points where Huntathons and Elder Dragon Interceptions usually occur will be more likely to become Elder Dragon Interceptions during the event. The waiting time after participating in Elder Dragon Interceptions and Huntathons will be eliminated, allowing you to join at any time. So get out there and grind if you bought the ticket. The appearance rate of dimensionally linked monsters will increase during the event. Sure would be cool if, even for the event, you could expand the range of that. The time until the reappearance of large monsters will be reduced to 30 minutes, and the access range will be expanded to 1.5 its usual size at all times. It cannot be combined with Wonder Orb or Wonder Droplet. So, all the perks that we've come to know with ticketed events. And the limited time event quest Monster Hunter Now Winter Hunt 2025 will be available. These quest names, bro. Is this Kingdom Hearts? Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, starring Aqua from the Kingdom Hearts series and Dante from the Devil May Cry series. But I'm super excited for this event. I love Kirin. I want to go out and play with the boys. It's been a while since we've gotten together. Literally, the season 4 start was the last time. It's been cold and we've all been busy. Holidays, you know? But let me know in the comments if you are buying this ticket and going out to play it. We will almost certainly load up in my SUV and caravan around. Next up, we have a collab with Monster Hunter Wilds. Go wild with Monster Hunter Wilds. Collab Event 1 coming soon. Hunters, get ready for an epic collaboration. The Monster Hunter Now Cross Monster Hunter Wilds collaboration event. Monster Hunter Wilds Collab Event 1 will be held soon. As a part of this special event, limited time Monster Hunter Wilds Collab event quests will be available. Completing these quests will allow you to earn a gift code that can be redeemed for exclusive bonus items in Monster Hunter Wilds. But that's not all. There are also bonus items for Monster Hunter Now that are exclusive to this collaboration event, so don't miss out on the excitement. Okay, legitimately, I'm excited for this. This is lit. I love Monster Hunter Now. I love Monster Hunter Wilds, so I'm super excited to see the cross promotion, which I figured they would do, but these rewards are actually legit. Let's look at them. From Monday, February 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. until Monday, March 31st, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. your local time, we can take on limited time quests that include slaying large monsters to obtain the following rewards. Gift code for items that can be used in Monster Hunter Wilds, exclusive Monster Hunter Wilds hoodie, layered equipment, exclusive Monster Hunter Wilds collaboration guild card background, weapon refining parts, and armor refining parts. The hoodie looks dope. I want one in real life. So the way it works is, after completing the designated quests, tap on gift code on the Hunter menu where you can generate a gift code. Then you can enter the code on the code entry screen for the selected platform to claim your bonus items in Monster Hunter Wilds. The supported platforms for the gift code are PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Steam. And the gift codes will be issued and can be used on their respective platforms starting Friday, February 28th. So even though the event starts on February 3rd, you won't be able to enter the code until February 28th. I wonder why that is. Oh yeah, because that's when Monster Hunter Wilds comes out. So even if you finish it on the 3rd when it first comes out, you won't be able to redeem it until Monster Hunter Wilds comes out. Makes sense. But it does say that quantities are limited and distribution will end when all codes are claimed. So definitely jump on this ASAP when the event starts. What you get in Monster Hunter Wilds for using this code is 10 Mega Potions, 3 Dusts of Life, 5 Energy Drinks, 5 Well Done Steaks, and 3 Dash Juice. So that's pretty sick. I will absolutely use every single one of those rewards. If you hear any clicking in the background, it's a monster truck ramp that I'll show you at the end that my son is playing with. But that's not all. With this collaboration event, you also get rewards in Monster Hunter Now, and they're actually pretty good. What you have to do is log in and play during these specific times. I play literally every day, even if it's for 10 minutes, so that won't be a problem for me. But the first supply drop is Monday, February 3rd at 9 a.m. your local time. We get 5 potions, 2 weapon refining parts, 2 armor refining parts, and an item box expansion of 500. This second supply drop is Monday, February 10th at 9 a.m. and we get 2 potions, 2 weapon refining parts, 2 armor refining parts, and 100 item box expansions. The third supply drop is Monday, February 17th at 9 a.m. and the fourth supply drop is Monday, February 24th at 9 a.m. And both of those also have the same rewards as the last one. So in total for the whole event, if you log in on all these dates, we get 11 potions, 8 weapon and armor refining parts, and 800 item box expansion slots, all for free if you just log into Monster Hunter now. That's pretty clutch, dude. And I usually don't plug this because I don't want to just sell you stuff all the time. But if you're buying Monster Hunter Wilds on PC, I have a Nexus store. If you click the link in my description, then I will get a commission if you buy through that link. All versions of Monster Hunter Wilds are on there, as well as discounted other Monster Hunter games as well right now. For example, Monster Hunter World and Iceborne and Stories 2 are all 50% off right now. He died. If you purchase here, you'll get a Steam key, so go straight to your Steam. And it'll show you exactly how much that I'll make from the commission. But if there are any Capcom games that you are interested in and you're playing them on PC and you want to support me in any small way, then always check that Nexus link and buy through there if you can. I'm so excited for Wilds, I can't even tell you. But speaking of which, we're actually getting an open beta 2 with 2 different times that we can play. And the 2 times are Thursday, February 6th, 2025 at 7 p.m. until Sunday, February 9th, 2025 at 6:59 p.m. Then there'll be a few days of gap, and the second one will start on Thursday, February 13th, 2025 at 7 p.m. and go until Sunday, February 16th, 2025 at 6:59 p.m. These are both Pacific times, so for me, that's actually 10 p.m. because I'm EST. So make sure to check your local time and see when the beta period opens up for you. But I'm gonna be streaming this as much as I can, probably a couple nights a week, but you can bet that I will at least be here on Friday nights at 7 p.m. streaming Monster Hunter Wilds for both of these open beta tests. I'm super excited because when the last beta came around, I could only play on Xbox Series S. I didn't have a PC yet, so I wasn't gonna be able to get my rewards like this plushie for my weapons for playing the beta. And I was genuinely a little upset, but now I can get my rewards. Plus, there's new monsters like Gypsaros in this open beta, but be aware that any optimization that has been done for the game is not gonna be in this open beta. They're mainly doing this for us, and I'm gonna take full advantage of it. I'm gonna try and make some fun, creative videos during that time for Wilds. I'll also do my best to turn my settings down as much as I can and see if I can get the origami monsters to spawn. But it'll also be a great test for my computer to see how Wilds actually runs on my device. But enough about Wilds. I know a subset of you are not gonna play, and you just care about Monster Hunter now. I will always do both for as long as I can. And we have a ton of stuff going on like at the same time. Even at the end of January is the start of the February events, starting with Lucky Lunar New Year 2025 from Monday, January 27th, 2025 at 9 a.m. until Sunday, February 2nd, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. your local time. This Lunar New Year themed event is currently underway. Check out the details here. Technically for me right now it's not underway, but when I post this, it will be underway. Hunters. This year, we're bringing back the popular Lunar New Year celebration. In addition to the return of exclusive equipment from the 2024 event, a Dragon Element light bowgun will also make its debut. Each of these pieces of equipment scales their performance based on the strength of the monsters you hunt during the event period. This is a prime chance to prepare so you can use your performance-enhanced equipment when hunting the legendary Elder Dragon Kirin after February 1st. And if you don't have high-grade weapons and armor yet, these will provide you with the opportunity to challenge tough monsters. So this is where it's kind of sus, because these Lunar New Year weapons are Dragon Element. So does that mean that Kirin will be weak to Dragon in this? Or are they just talking about that it's going to be like enhanced so at least you can do some DPS with raw and at least like help out? If you're a new player, I think it's cool they do this stuff, but the messaging is a little confusing because like I thought it was just going to be weak to fire. We'll see. What's more, exclusive Lunar New Year themed packs including layered equipment will be available for purchase. Dress in auspicious outfits and join the New Year hunt in style. Finally, it looks like we can also expect an increase in numbers of Pink Rathian and Bonboro, as well as sightings of Gold Rathian on the field. Let's make this Lunar New Year unforgettable, hunters. The Lucky Light Bowgun will make its debut, plus equipment from the 2024 Lunar New Year event, the Lucky Dragon Hammer, the Fortune Dragon Fans, and the Dragon Dance Mask are making a comeback. To forge and upgrade this exclusive equipment, you'll need specific tickets. So that's kind of sick. If you want to further upgrade this equipment from last year, or you missed it completely and you weren't playing at the time, then you can get these things, because I know that the Dragon Mask is still pretty useful for some builds with the critical boost. As for the hammer and the fans, Bazelgeuse is a much better dragon weapon. But if you're super new, then this is a good time to get some dragon element weapons, as long as you just invest in like the tickets mostly. But maybe this equipment will scale as well. Time will tell. I'm gonna move on and not dive too deep into this one, but I'm a little confused by this light bowgun. It says the skill is Slugger, but it says the skill effect is it increases the chance of inflicting paralysis on a monster. That's not what Slugger does. Slugger is hitting monsters in the head and giving them CTE so they fall down and they're like, what's going on, for a little bit before they recoup themselves. Usually it's heavily linked with the hammer, aka Slugger, like a baseball bat. But like paralysis attack is usually what makes it easier to build up paralysis on monsters. So this is probably just a typo, but I'm not sure if the bowgun will come with Slugger and will actually do stun, or if the bowgun will come with the paralysis attack and actually do paralysis attack. I assume that it's going to be paralysis attack, similar to the Carnival bowguns. But we'll get Huntathon points featuring Gold Rathian, Pink Rathian, and Bonbro, and others. We'll get a new medal, and we'll also get rarity 6s like Wyvern Gem Shards, Gold Rathian Plate, and Pink Rathian Plates. So this is super fun, but let's move on. So during the Lucky Lunar New Year is when the Kirin event drops, so you'll have overlap between the Kirin event and that. And then immediately after that, we're getting another Even Happier Hunting, which is basically just encouraging us to do more group hunts, so dimensionally linked monsters will have an uptick, so we'll see more of them so we can do more group hunts, and we'll get more rewards for doing group hunts. Even Happier Hunting is always a welcome addition to the event lineup. And Even Happier Hunting goes from Monday, February 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. until Sunday, February 9th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. your local time. And right after that, we've got Thunder Element quests. From Monday, February 10th, 2025 at 9 a.m. until Sunday, February 16th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. your local time. During this event, look out for increased appearances of Rajang, Zinogre, and other monsters. In addition, you can enjoy increased basic rewards for slaying any of the monsters that are appearing more frequently, and there will be new quests that help you upgrade your Thunder Element weapons. Super cool. I've been waiting forever on Zinogre plates, so hopefully I can get a couple more. I can upgrade a lot of my Zin equipment right now, but I really want to upgrade my Zin dual blades, but I'm waiting on one more plate, so hopefully this event will help me get over that hump. Or by then, I'll have Kirin ones and I won't care. Either way, it's going to be a shockingly good... I mean, it's going to be a blast. And right after that, everyone's favorite B-52 bomber makes its debut in Monster Hunter Now. I'm actually super hyped for this. I love blast element in general in Monster Hunter. I just love being Bakugo and just exploding everything and being King Explosion Murder. And so does the new monster, Bazelgeuse. Bazelgeuse is a monster that debuted in Monster Hunter World, and it will roar from a distance. You'll hear it coming, and then it will just drop these pinecone-shaped like seeds from its neck and tail, and they will drop and just explode all over you. It is the second invading monster. A lot of people wished that Rajang was an invading monster, so there was some disappointment there, but I kind of preferred it a little bit because it was like more prevalent and you could actually like find it more often. But Bazelgeuse is our second invading monster. So the question is it going to be the same monsters? Hopefully not. I hope that it comes after like higher level monsters. That would be really sick, because if it's like you want to hunt some Joe, then go to a volatile area and hunt the lower level stuff. And if you want to hunt some Bazelgeuse, hunt the higher level stuff. That would be perfection in my opinion. Are they both going to show up in volatile areas? I don't know. I assume that's how it's going to work. Like, you have a chance of finding a Joe or a Basil in volatile areas, but I really hope they aren't competing for prey. Because in the mainline games, he would come and just mess up any hunt you were doing. And I always thought it was funny, but a lot of players hated him. There's generally those two sides in the Monster Hunter community. You either love this dude or you hate him. But this event, the Bazelgeuse Blitz, starts from Monday, February 10th, 2025 at 9 a.m. until Sunday, February 23rd, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. your local time. Don't miss this event, where the newly added Bazelgeuse will be invading your hunts in volatile territories. There will also be limited time quests to complete. So not many details on there, but it did confirm for me because I didn't read that part yet. Yes, it will be in volatile territories. I will email Niantic after this video and see if I can get some info on which monsters it's actually going to be attacking, but no guarantee that they'll get back to me. After the Bazelgeuse Blitz, we have more Blast Element quests. From Monday, February 17th, 2025 at 9 a.m. until Sunday, February 23rd, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. your local time. During this event, look out for increased appearances of Magnamalo. In addition, Bazelgeuse will be the only monster invading your hunts in volatile territories, and Teostra will be the only monster appearing in Elder Dragon interceptions. You can also look forward to increased basic rewards for slaying Magnamalo and Bazelgeuse, and there will be new quests that will help you upgrade your Blast Element weapons. Super sick. Maybe I'll actually put out some build videos. I intended to do some build videos for Blast when Magnamalo first came out, but I just didn't have time to like put together a video because I didn't have time to grind out all that material, and I just didn't want to just mhn.quest it. But now I'm at a better position and I can share like my favorite Blast builds because I just really freaking love Blast. So I will try to do that. I always make these commitments to make guides, but I never freaking do it, and I'm sorry. I really am. I hate that. But it's gonna be a blast. Please. I said it, okay? After that is the Season 4 Climax event. From Monday, February 24th, 2025 at 9 a.m. until Tuesday, March 4th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. your local time. To mark the end of Season 4, enjoy event quests themed around monsters that arrived in Season 4, including Tigrex and Kirin. Complete these quests to earn monster materials such as a Wyvern Gem Shard and a Tigrex plate. That should be super fun. I definitely want some more Tigrex materials, and that confirms for you, hunters, if you want to skip the ticketed event, even later in February, we'll be able to hunt Kirin for free. So if you want to wait, just wait, don't succumb to FOMO, but also don't feel guilty buying a ticket. If you want to enjoy this earlier, do it. Both playstyles are okay. Everyone will have an opinion, everyone will judge you. Just don't worry about it. Just do what makes you happy. And then we have a few changes to the game. First up, introducing the Extreme Hunter Pass. Starting Saturday, February 1st, 2025 at 9 a.m. your local time, take your hunting to the next level with the brand new Extreme Hunter Pass. This pass can be purchased alongside the Prime Hunter's Pass and boasts even more luxurious perks, including 600 gems and an item box expansion upon purchase for a truly elevated hunting experience. Don't miss out on the Extreme Hunter Pass. So before I go further into this, there's no price on it. I absolutely can't stand when companies do this. Don't advertise crap and then don't put the price on it. Like, you're only doing that because you're hoping that you can manipulate people into buying it, but that it doesn't even make sense. Like, just tell us how much it costs so we can make an informed decision, because it's not like we're just gonna go and buy it without looking at it or something like that. Like, just tell us how much it costs, dude. I actually emailed Niantic, and it's the weekend, so I'm not judging them for not getting back to me, but they may not tell me. I have no idea. I was hoping to put it in this video and let you guys know. But upon purchase, you get 600 gems and you get 500 extra slots. That tells me that it's probably gonna be like 20 bucks or something. And while the pass is active, you can claim 80 bonus gems every day for 30 days. You'll have more Palico paintballs to use every day. You'll be able to mark more monsters with regular paintballs, and you gain an additional 30 loadout slots, bringing your max number of slots to 50. And you gain additional daily quests that reward weapon refining parts and armor refining parts. So this is cool. It's rewarding the whales, and it's really dope that you can stack this with the Prime Hunter's Pass. I'm a Prime Hunter's Pass enjoyer. I tend to keep it going most of the time, but I'm a little confused on this. It says you get 600 gems upon purchase, but it says you also get 500 extra item slots. Does that mean that happens every time you buy the Extreme Hunter's Pass? So you can just get like 500 extra slots over and over again? Or does it go back down after the pass expires? What does it mean by we can mark more monsters with our regular paintballs? I get the Palico one because the Prime Hunter's Pass just gives it 5 instead of 3 to use, but like, can we use 2 paintballs per every one, or do we just get given paintballs? It's kind of unclear. We also gain an additional 30, making it 50 loadout slots, which is crazy. That's amazing. But does that go back down after the pass expires? Or is that a one-time thing and then you keep adding it every time you purchase? I don't think so, because the Palico paintballs, the regular paintballs, and the extra daily quests will all go back down after the pass expires. So I have a feeling that all this is temporary. If none of them are permanent, then I'm not gonna buy this thing. except for maybe on rare occasions if I'm like grinding super hard that month or something and I know it. Like if my kids are in school and this becomes my main thing or something, then I will like maybe go that hard. But I don't know. Could be cool. Seems pretty sus, but if you're a whale, then this is probably amazing for you. Don't forget to check your email that is linked with Monster Hunter Now. Each month they're giving you codes to redeem in the game to reward you for your efforts in the game, even if they're meek like mine have been lately. This month I got 2 paintballs, but we also have 2 more redemption codes for more paintballs because there was a recent paintball change. Thank you to our favorite fishman Shanzi for always giving everybody them freebie codes. One of the codes comes with 3 paintballs and 2 potions, and the other one comes with 3 paintballs. So for checking my email and clicking those 2 redemption codes, I just got 8 paintballs. If you haven't claimed those codes yet, I will leave the redemption codes in the description of this video. And I'll also make a quick community post about it in case you missed it. But that brings me to the last major change that just happened. They fundamentally changed paintballs. They made them cheaper and able to last longer. So you still only have 3 chances to hunt a monster, but it'll stay tracked for much longer now. So before the change, it was 48 hours and then it would disappear. So if you forgot to hunt something or you were saving it for your friends to hunt with you, then you only had 2 days and then it would just disappear. But after the change, it's now 168 hours or 7 days until it expires. So that's really, really sick, especially for meetups, because you guys can farm up the paintballs and then go ham. Sometimes we'll hunt for like over an hour just sitting there with paintballs when we have a big group. It's really, really fun. I'll text my wife like, yeah, I'm headed home right after these paintballs. And she's like, okay. And then she'll text me like an hour and a half later and be like, you headed home yet? I'm like, dang, we've been hunting that long. The Palico marked paintballs and the monster tracker are still not changed though, so the time remains the same. But they also made them cheaper. So before the change, each paintball costs 180 gems or about $2.50, which is just highway robbery. For 1 throw to get 1 monster, $2.50. That's crazy, dude. That's not including tax. But now each paintball costs 90 gems, which is half, so about $1.25 per paintball. I still think that's a little too expensive for 1 throw and 1 monster, so I only use it on very rare occasions where I'm like, okay, I really need this for like a plate, or this is a super rare event monster and I really want to get this gear, so I'll do it then, and or to stack the roster if we're gonna go like do our very own hunt-a-thon. But at least they did slash the price half, so that's really, really cool. I appreciate you at least trying to do this. Now, give us some way to earn premium currency in the game, even if it's like drips. But that is all the events going on now and in the near future between Monster Hunter Now and Wilds, but mainly Monster Hunter Now. Are you hyped for these events? Are you gonna play the Kirin event? Are you happy about the paintball change? I think there's no way for you to not be happy about the paintball change, but I am frustrated that there's still no way to earn premium currency in the game. I'm really excited for spring to come and to like get out and be more in nature, but for now, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to find motivation to get out and play when there's like literal snow on the ground and I don't want to just drive around. Thank you so much to my channel members, especially my G-Rank channel member, Superwoman, for the support on this video and all my other videos. If you want to support the channel further, you can click join to join our guild and channel membership, or you can buy a shirt or just like the video. But either way, thank you so much for watching, happy hunting, and subscribe so you can go on this hunting journey with me. We just hit 7K. Thank you so much, hunters. Let's keep going. Until next time, see you later.
There you go.